Hi mate, how you doing?
How you going?
I'm all right.
Well, I heard about you on the radio.
Oh, thanks mate. Thanks.
Where we going to? Broken Hill?
Yeah, Broken Hill, but today it's Narromine.
Oh yes, all right.
Yeah, so got about another 20 couple to go, 22 or 23. Yeah, it's a... But well, look at this day.
Fantastic.
Isn't it amazing?
Beautiful.
You know, you can't... And I'll tell you something. This is flattening out for me. I've come up all the hills, you know, before Dubbo.
Yeah, well, you
Yeah. The mountains, yeah, the Blue Mountains, and I'm up out of Bathurst, and oh God. So this is just delightful, you know, and the weather's good. So
what's the money you're raising?
I'm raising money for Doctors Without Borders, Médecins Sans Frontières.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, it's going very well. I got to say, this is all the shit in my bin here, mate. Jeez, I tell you what, there's no bodies in there, but there's everything else. So I'll give you a card. Oh, mate, no, look, that's very kind of you. Thank you. Your name is?
I'm Greg.
Greg.
Yeah. There you go. That's it.
Greg, you're a gentleman. Thank you for that. That's very nice. I've just had people just stopping, and doing exactly what you've done, you know. Oh, I heard you on the radio, or I did this, or I did that. And it's so uplifting when you're doing something like this. It's
you find it out in the country more so.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've had zero response inside Sydney, other than people who know me directly and have interacted with me directly. But inside, everyone's got their issues, you know. So I'm not being critical. It's just different.
It's sad.
And you get out here, and boy, are the people generous and kind and.
Just different people.
Yeah, it's different, isn't
The
it?
thing is, out here, you're going to come across the same people on multiple occasions down the main street of Dubbo, for example.
Yes,
So,
yes.
you know, and if you've grown up with those people the majority of your life, you get to know people as friends and
Yeah.
a lot more.
Yeah.
So, and you can't go pissing off people if you're living in a small community with them. You're going to keep seeing them over and over.
But, you know, I had this guy, he's a vet, he's an equine vet. So he'd come up past me at some time during the day, and then he'd turn around and come back. The guy by the name of Ross, you probably know him if you saw him. And he's got a horse box on the back, and he stopped, you know, and you think people take their time out of their day. You know, you've done the same thing here, Greg. And it just makes such a difference. It makes my effort worthwhile, you know. It's like,
And it's just a personal achievement too, isn't it? Something
It
you can
is.
tick the box and say, well, I did that.
It is. It's a huge personal achievement. You know, that's part of how I'm wired as well. So.
Which is fine. If we didn't have people like yourself, mate, nothing would happen.
Yeah,
So
Greg, can I get a photo of you?
you most certainly can.
Thank you, mate. Because then I'll just make like a collage, you know, on my computer of all the people that have stopped by.
Can I
And
get a photo with us?
can I get the
100% you can.
put the bin in the
Yeah, 100%.
next to the car?
You want me to get a photo of you with it?
Yeah, okay, you do that and then I'll do the reverse. Let me just get rid of that. Okay, there we go. I've been pulled over for speeding. Greg, thank you, mate. I'm just going to, lovely to meet you too. I'm just going to put your name next to that photo. That way I've got Greg.
Come out of Dubbo, the highest from Dubbo.
Well, yeah, what it does is it geolocates this exact spot. So fantastic. And I'll tell you something for nothing. I'm so supportive of you guys too and the work you do.
Okay.
Mate, thanks for stopping.
No worries.
You're
all
a
the best with it,
gentleman. You're a
and,
gentleman.
good
Thank you
luck.
for that. Thank you.
Stay safe.
I will. Thank you, mate. Well, there you go. You know, New South Wales Police stop Greg and you know, pulls $15 out of his pocket. Yeah, you know, again, I've said it all, I think, but it's just. I was thinking before he stopped. I was thinking this is one of the most uplifting experiences of my life, and I'm not saying that lightly. It's not just a glib statement, but it is fast becoming that. It is so uplifting to be doing this for this cause, number one, for myself, number two, and then to be getting all of the support. It is non-stop. People just tooting, waving, stopping, having a chat, and everything is just so positive. It is just remarkable. So it is. It's one of the. It's fast becoming like a landmark event in my life. This, and I've had many, I must say, of different types. Landmark events. Of course, we all have. You get to the age of 68, you're not without them. So, but I have lived a rich and full life, for which I'm very grateful. And this experience is just wow. I mean, I've done what? 450, 400 odd, 450, going on 460 kilometers, maybe a bit more. And I'm not tired of this, on the contrary. And it's almost like my postie bike ride. When I initially set out, I had my, the self-doubt kind of creeps in a little bit when you think of the scale of what you're undertaking. 15,500 kilometers around this huge country on a little single cylinder 110cc motorcycle loaded to the hilt, and you think, whoa, what have I taken on? And I remember thinking, oh look, I could get maybe to Broome halfway around only, and think to myself, oh, I've had enough of this. I'm over this. I can't sit on this bike another minute. But that was not the case. Not for a second on that entire ride did I feel like it wasn't a worthwhile adventure. It was an adventure. And so, yes, that is, and then this, again, you think, well, you've got to push this wheelie bin a long way. It's a long, long way. I'm looking now, Narromine's 21 kilometers away. So, you think you might tire of it. You might get to a point where you think, oh God, do I have to get up again and push this wheelie bin and walk another distance? But every step I take has been, just a step of upliftment, of confidence, of experience that I just would never have had without undertaking something like this. Of course not. And then I have the added advantage of the support I've got from Colleen. Oh, it's just remarkable, the encouragement, the support from her is just astounding. And then all the people close to me, my kids, and the neighbors, the extended family, my family back home, well, not back home, because home is here in Australia, but in my homeland, let's put it that way, South Africa, are closely tracking me. I've got my best mate ever, Chris Cons, my brother from another mother, as I say. He tracks me every day. He messages me. He checks out how am I going. He gives me words of encouragement. And all of this means so much when you are consuming your body doing something like this. And it takes a lot of physical effort. It takes a lot of physical effort. It takes a lot of mental effort. It takes a lot of emotional effort, to be honest with you. All of the above. So, very blessed indeed. And that's why I say this is probably the most uplifting experience of my life. And, you know, something that when you do something like this, it'll never leave you, of course. You can't. You undertake something of this scale. It's not just the walk, you know, around the park, around Centennial Park a few times. So, yeah, I got bloody flies starting to gather. I got one of those net hats, those mesh hats. But it's buried quite deep in my bin. I'm not opening it for that purpose right now. But tomorrow I'll keep it nearer at hand. Or the day after tomorrow. I've got a rest day tomorrow. Like I said, you know, Narromine, I've got to back it off a bit. I'm still getting into Nyngan quite early. And have a few days before Vanessa and Vicky and Phil arrive. With Vanessa, they've driving her dog pram and all her goodies for the walk. They're driving them up to Dubbo, picking Vanessa up at Dubbo Airport, and then driving her through to Nyngan. Again, you see, that's the kind of support I have on this. It's just remarkable. Lyndon and the chief, Gary, are riding up there on their bikes tomorrow. They will stay over with me in Narromine at the B&B that I'm staying at tomorrow night, Saturday night, and then they'll head back. I'll be back on the road again. So, yeah. All right, I've been babbling on, but that's what I do. Okay, folks, till later.